Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 37. Please repeat or answer. Does he care if she kisses him? He must be really shy. Is he willing to let her kiss him? What would happen if he didn't let her kiss him? I wonder if she is his girlfriend. She is so in love with him that she doesn't care if the other people see her kissing him. Does it look like he's in love with her? Is that who he first fell in love with in high school? Did she tell you how long they have known each other? Is she good at embarrassing him in public? Does he wish she wouldn't kiss him like that in public? Did he say that this is the first time that she tried to kiss him in public? Is she the one that he has decided to marry? Is that something that you do while you're near people you know? Do they have fun being together? Did the other people happen to see her trying to kiss him? Did anyone tell them to stop doing it? Did he tell you that he gave her the necklace she's wearing once she turned 30? Do you have any idea if there was anything else that he gave her on her birthday? Why is it that he hasn't asked her to marry him yet? Do you think that she would say yes if he asked her? What is it that they've finished playing? What is it that they say to each other as they're shaking hands? How can you tell he must be shaking the hand of the coach from the other team? Doesn't the coach's hand appear to be a lot bigger than the little kid's hand? Even if you wound up losing, aren't you still supposed to shake the other player's hands? What would happen if the kids decided not to shake everyone else's hands? Does it look like this little boy is willing to shake all of the other people's hands? Is this how they learn how to congratulate the other team once the game ends? If you had lost the game, what would have been the best thing to say to the person who lost? Does it appear that they had a lot of fun playing soccer? Did the coach tell all of the boys that he wanted them to wear their uniforms to the game? Had they lost their uniform, what would have happened? Where is it that the boys were told to go buy the uniforms? Which one of these boys was asked to bring treats to share after the game ended? Did you ever get to play soccer on a team when you were growing up? Did you find it easy to learn how to play? What else did you learn to play as you were growing up? Which one of the sports that you tried to do was the most difficult to learn? Did you find it too hard to be good at doing it? Are they ever good friends? How is it that they first got to meet? Have you ever seen them playing together before? I bet that they plan on going out to play together with some other boys. If they were to ask you to play with them, would you? What is it that they said they have the most fun doing together? Did they say that they have known each other ever since they were in the first grade? If they didn't have anything to do, what would you suggest they do? Are they too young to play with you? Even when there's nothing to do they just enjoy being together? Can you tell me the date that you see written on the wall? Does it mean that something bad happened that day? Have you been able to figure out what it was that happened? Do you see the two kids playing in front of the wall? Do you think that they care what happened on September 20th, 2003? If you didn't know what happened, where would you go find out about it? Does it help to remember that date, even though you weren't there at that time? What happens if people forget the times when really terrible things happened? Are there some people who don't care what happened at that time? Is she ever in love with him? Does she ever look lovely? What does she want him to do? What isn't What is it that he isn't willing to do for her? Doesn't he care if it will get her angry? Did they say they go talk about things there a lot? Does it seem like he has a hard time expressing his feelings? Is she good at convincing him what to do? Do people he knows think he looks forward to marrying her? Would that ever make her happy? Isn't he willing to give up all of his freedom? Once he decides to get married, how is it that he will let her know? I imagine that he'll feel really relieved once he manages to make that decision. How long has she been waiting to hear what she wants him to ask? Shouldn't he have gone inside to keep warm? Is that how he dresses once fall comes? His wife must have bought his gloves and scarf. As it gets colder during the winter, will he be changing into warmer clothes? Is that the door he goes through in order to get into his house? He must have forgotten his keys inside the house. I bet he's embarrassed to tell anyone. Shouldn't he have brought the keys with him as he was leaving the house? Did he realize he left the keys inside as soon as he came out? Did he tell you that he meant to take them with him when he came outside but forgot? Is he afraid he may have to wait outside until his wife comes home with keys? What will happen if she doesn't come home soon? How else would he be able to get back into the house? Is this something that he tends to do a lot? Did he say that he doesn't look forward to seeing the look on his wife's face when she finds out what happened? There is nothing he can do but wait. There is no point calling his wife, since she doesn't have her phone with her. He may as well just sit there and wait for her. Can you figure out who these statues are of in the photo? Do they have anything to do with your country's history? Was the person who made the head good at making a realistic face? Does it look like the statue laying under the window is made of bronze? Why is it that they ended up putting them in the back of this house? They must not be very popular now. Is where they're laying where they were originally? I have a feeling that they were taken away from somewhere else and brought here. They must not be popular now, so they are in the middle of getting rid of the statues. Shouldn't they have shown more respect for these famous people? I wonder if they'll be able to melt them down so that they can make something else. If you were asked to make a statue of your favorite person, who would you make? Have you recently seen a statue of someone you had a hard time liking? Are the guys sitting in the boat good at fishing? How come they haven't put the fish net you see there in the water? Is what they manage to catch able to feed their families? Does it seem like they are willing to help each other set up their nets? Once they put their nets in, do they have to wait a few hours before they come get them? Is the guy on the left looking at what the other guy is doing? Is he supposed to be doing the same thing that the other guy is doing? Did you ask him if he comes fish here every day, that he has a chance to do it? Did he tell you that this is the best place he knows to catch a lot of fish? Is he willing to come out here in order to fish even when it's raining? Did he tell you that fish tend to bite more once it begins raining? Did he tell you that he doesn't care if he gets wet while he's fishing? Is that what he's got to do in order to feed his family? What happens if he gets sick? Does he let his children come out to help him to fish? What about his wife? Where else did he say he has fun fishing with his friends? Is this the same woman you saw the last time you went to the temple? Does it make any difference how many of those incense sticks that she lights? How do you like the smell that comes from those sticks? Do people living at the temple want you to buy the sticks there? Is that how they make extra money, so that they can keep improving the temple? What would have happened if she had brought her own incense sticks from home? If you saw her going to the temple, would you give her some money to buy some of those sticks so that she could say a prayer for you? What is it that you would want her to pray for you? How long ago did you last happen to see her passing by? Is there someone else that she enjoys going to the temple with? Is that what you'd like to ride? He's afraid he may fall off, so he has to pay attention to where he's going. Do the wheels tend to slip whenever he goes through dirt like this? Does what he wears help to protect him in case he falls off the motorcycle? How do you like the boots he's wearing? Isn't his mother worried every time she sees him doing this? His mother should have never let him ride his first motorcycle. Would you have enjoyed racing like this if you were much younger? Doesn't he care even when it gets really hot outside? Doesn't his team need him to race safely? Have you been able to figure out where it is that he's racing? Was the person taking the photo too close as he was passing by on the motorcycle? Shouldn't he have stood farther away just in case there was an accident? Isn't he supposed to put the headphones over both of his ears? Would he have been able to hear the music better if he had done that? What type of music do you think the crowd wants him to play? Is he willing to play any song that they suggest he does? I bet he never plays really slow songs. Does he have fun dancing to the music he is playing while he's up there? Does he need anyone else to help him play the music? He concentrates so much on the music that he doesn't pay much attention to the people listening to what he plays. Is this something that you would be able to do? The guy you see here is so good at being a DJ that he winds up making a lot of money. Does he manage to make enough money here so that he doesn't have to have a regular job? Is that something that makes you feel jealous? I doubt whether he plays the music that I listened to while growing up. Were DJs like this popular at the time you were growing up? Don't most of the DJs tend to wear very simple t-shirts like that guy's wearing? If you were interested in becoming a DJ, where could you go learn how to do it? Have you ever seen a woman DJ doing this? Who is it that she's looking for? Does it look like she doesn't want other people watching her try on the sunglasses? What would have happened if she saw someone doing that? Would she tell them to stop taking pictures? If she put the sunglasses on, would she look cool? Do women tend to wear larger sunglasses than men? If she happened to ask you what you thought of the glasses, what would you tell her? I wonder if she plans on buying the sunglasses that she's holding in her hands now. Is this the type of place that you would go buy new sunglasses? When was the last time you had the chance to go shopping for something like this? If they're really expensive but look great, would you ask them if they could discount the price for you? If they wanted to charge you $150 to get a new pair of sunglasses, wouldn't you try to get them to discount the price? Don't you think that that is too much to pay for sunglasses? Are you better at bargaining the price than your friends? Do your friends ask you to go with them when they're ready to go out shopping? He's so sad he can't help crying. Did he come say goodbye here to his old friend? That must have been one of his best friends. Did he decide to bring a rose to put on the coffin? Would you have started crying if you had been there? Have you got any idea how long they had been friends? Where did he say his friend was killed? Did he say that they had a lot of fun serving in the Marines before this happened? Didn't he feel shocked once he heard that his friend had died? Is that ever the worst feeling? Did he say he found it hard to deal with for a very long time? Was there anything that he could have done to have saved his friend? Did he tell you that he still couldn't believe what had happened? I bet it will take a long time for him to get over this. As time goes by, he will probably only remember the good things that they had together. I doubt whether other people will be able to feel what he's feeling at this time. Isn't it too painful for the soldier leaning on the coffin to even talk now? There is nothing you can say to help to take away the pain he's feeling now. What an excited little girl. She must have waited for her father a long time. How long ago did they go wait there so that they could see him come home? Have you got any idea how long he's been away? Doesn't she want her father to give her a big hug? Who is it that he's going to give the roses to? How about his wife? What would have happened if he hadn't had time to get flowers for them? They don't care if he bought flowers or not. They're just happy he's home. Did he bend down so that he could give her a hug? Is she going to give the flag she's carrying to her dad? Now that he's home, will they tell him to never go away again?